Is Gracious here. Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be episode 3 of the Roblox Studio tutorial. I know it's been quite a long time. It's been I think it's been a few months now. Probably quite a few months now. So yeah. We're back with the series. Today we're going to be going over data stores. So yeah, I found a pretty efficient way of doing it. Probably what everyone does, I'm sure. If not, then someone can correct me in the comments. But we're going to go and get started by going to the server script surge. All right, or server script service. Sorry. Also, you see that the icons are different. That's because Roblox decided to enroll me in a beta feature of the new icons in DPI Studio. I honestly don't like it, but yeah. So we're gonna make a new script here by clicking the plus, go into script, right? We're gonna go ahead and rename it down here. I'm gonna call this data store. All right. So data store is how you save all your kind of data, such as in here, saving your golden rubies, right? From the last episode of the coding, right? You're gonna save this in save this in a data store so that when you rejoin, you have the same amount, all right? So the first thing we're gonna do here is I'm just gonna put my comment in that I like to do, all right? You don't have to do this whatsoever, but up to you. So first we're gonna need the the player service. All right, so that's gonna be game get service players. All right, we're gonna need data store service. So data store service is equal to game get service data store service. All right, then I'm gonna do another comment here of data store essentials. All right. Here we're going to have local data store key, which is going to be equal to data store service colon get data store. And we're going to call this data. You can name it whatever you want. We're just going to name it data for this. All right. So then we're going to go ahead and get down here to some functions. All right. So first what we're going to do is going to be the player service dot player move. First, we're going to start with player moving for saving the data. All right, player moving colon connect and then function with the parameter player. All right. So first thing we're going to need to do here is what we're going to be saving. So for instance, for this tutorial, we're going to be saving leader stats. So data that will be saved. All right. So local, well, if I can spell local leader stats is equal to player colon wait for child because we want to make sure it gets it, and leader stats, right? Then we're going to go and do local data equals an empty directory, I believe is what it's called. I could be wrong. I don't know the terminology for it. But first, we're going to get in here. We're going to go ahead and leader stats with a capital L is equal to another empty one. But in here, we're going to say gold is equal to, and then it's going to be leader stats dot gold dot value. All right. So there we go. We got gold. We're just going to say that. Actually, we'll go ahead and say both, right? Since this is going to be what gets saved, it's going to be saved under the player ID, the leader stats, and the data inside leader stats. So like here, gold and rubies, right? Rubies equals leader stats dot rubies dot value, right? And then here, if you had other things you had to save, like let's say game data of like costs and stuff, you could do game data equals another empty array with any data you need to be saved in there. Since this is expandable completely to all you need, all right? So then you're going to come out of here, and then you're going to want to do a P call, which is a protected call to make sure that if something works or doesn't, it'll either error out or it'll succeed, right? Pretty simple. So first it's going to be a local success, comma, error message is equal to a protected call, P call, with a function with no parameters in it, right? And here we're just going to go and do data store, nope, not service, oops, key, right? Colon set async, right? And it's asking for a key, what is going to be saved under, right? We want it to be unique, right? So we could technically do player.name. Thing is though, if they change their name, their data would be lost, right? So instead of using name, you're going to use user ID, which cannot be changed and is unique to every single account, right? And then also, I like to just do the player data or player user ID, right? And add a dash data with concatenating dots here, so it will add it in, right? Oh, add it in, right? Then comma, and then it's asking for the value or any data that we want it to save, right? And we're just going to pass in data right here, right? Data. Then that is it for the P call. Then we go below the P call and define what we want to do if it succeeds or if it errors, right? All right, so next we're going to go ahead and do it if success, right? If I can spell, then, right? We're just going to print player data saved successfully, right? And then we're also going to go ahead and put a else statement in here. And we're just going to go and error the error message, right? So that's saving data. That will save every bit of data that you pass in here. It has to be passed in here or it will not be saved, all right? The next part is going to be when they join, so loading the data for when you join. So it's going to be a play. So it's kind of similar. Player service, player added, connect with a function with a parameter of player, and then we're going to go ahead and just copy that. All right, just something simple. Same here. I'm just putting the comment that I do, just to make sure that we all know what it is. And then we're just going to do a local data is equal to an empty array, right? Sorry, a table, empty table, right? So then we're also gonna, so there. Next is going to be another P call, right? Protected call, which is going to be a local success and error message is equal to another protected call, right? With a function with no parameters. So there we go. Now we're going to go ahead and do a data is equal to, and then it's data store key, right? The key, right up here. We're going to get the data store key, and we're going to go ahead and get async, right? And what we want to pass in here is just like we did down here, the player user ID with concatenated data at the end of it, right? So player dot user ID with dash data. So there you go. The data is there, right? We have the data within this, right? So we have data, but it's not within our leader stats yet. So what we have to do is we're going to go down here and if success, right? Sorry, I can't spell today apparently. If success, then we're going to do leader stats dot gold dot value is going to be equal to data dot leader stats dot gold. You don't need to put value here because it's just one thing, right? There is no variables. It's just the data, right? It's not like an and, it's just the data, right? And you're also going to go ahead, go on here, leader stats dot rubies dot value is equal to data dot leader stats dot rubies, right? There you go. Then we're also just going to do a print statement here. Player data successfully loaded. Alright, and we're just going to do simple else here. And error, nope, not error message, sorry. Error, the error message. Alright, there you go. That is the data store, pretty much. That's the simple thing of data store, alright? So I'm just going to go ahead and turn this back on here so that we can actually test and make sure that data is actually going to get loaded. So we're going to go ahead and click play. Alright. I don't know why that's weird. So, okay, that's not working. Let's go check that out. I probably just spelled something wrong. Oh, okay. So then we're gonna actually add a little if data is equal to nil, then we're just gonna go ahead and print no data to be loaded, I believe is what we would want to do here. And then we're just gonna go ahead and put a simple return. So I believe we won't get the error message this time due to it being okay. So right, so what we can do here just to make sure that did work, right, is we can go up here, change this to a 2. Then we can play again to just double check, and it should say no data to be loaded. Right? See, no data to be loaded. So we're at 0. So what we're gonna do here is we'll just get some gold here, right? 15 gold, right? Now, when we click the stop button, we're going to look for the player data saved here, right? So we'll click stop. Player data saved successfully, right? So if we rejoin, right, we will see that we now have 11 gold and 0 rubies still, right? Or not. Okay, so something I'm going to do here real quick. You guys probably won't have this because this is 300 Robux. I'm just going to go ahead and do this quickly. Use data store list keys here. Okay, it saved at 0 for some reason. Okay, hold on. Let's see something. Is it because I did the clicking wrong? Is it not on the server side? 5 players here. And if I just go to server quickly, players, yeah, gold. Okay, that's why. Because if I go here, I'm sure, all right, screen, frame, text button. Okay, that is why. So it's not gonna work. All right, actually, I can just do this really quick. I can just set this to 10 really quick. I'll go back to the client. We have 10, right? So I'm gonna stop. It'll say play data save successfully. All right, we'll load or we'll play again, and it should hopefully, yeah. See, it reads 10 now. That's my bad. I forgot last episode that it was on a client side. I don't know why I had it on a client side only, but it is. But yeah, that's data stores for you in 15 minutes. I definitely could have made this video shorter. I just want to make sure you guys knew how to do it. And if you just wanted to save one value, I mean only one value, you could change this or this right here to literally just leader stats dot whatever dot value or game data dot whatever dot value or whatever here, and you could save one value. Or you can do something like what I did here with 100 different values, and it would work hopefully, depending on if you go above, I don't know what number it is, but something with a certain amount of data. If it's more than, I think, like 5 megabytes of data, I could be wrong, don't quote me on it, then it would error out. But that's But yeah, this should all work for you. If you don't, go ahead and go to my comment section down below, ask for help there, or join my Discord and ask for help in there. I will be making a new channel in there for scripting help. It'll be a forum channel that you can just create a new forum for the issue that you have, and I can help you in there. But anyways, if you want to see another scripting video, hit the like button down below, subscribe, comment down below, or if you don't want to, you don't have to. That's up to you. Completely up to you. Your choice. But I will see you in the next episode, which will hopefully be sooner. And I don't know what it's going to be about yet. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.